Welcome to the National Championship game at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. It's the Maryland Terrapins against the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler along with Joel Klatt here in the booth and joined on the field by Holly Rowe. Hello, Holly.
The Pony Express put SMU football on the map, and Gerald J. Ford Stadium continues to shine. Opened in 2000, its capacity of 32,000 has grown over the years. The SMU Mustangs are high on the success of last season and hope to pack the Pony again this season. Guys, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Holly. Kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. The Terrapins offense comes onto the field for the first time today. And welcome to this season's ultimate college football game, the national championship on the line here tonight. Which side can come up with performance under pressure? We saw Indiana do that against Miami a year ago. And Joe, because this season's game is in Vegas, it might also take a little luck. Breaking into the clear. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
Chris, coming in, we knew that the strength of this offensive line was the right side, and they prove it here. Great blocks, allowing the running back to get to the perimeter, and now you've got to set up those perimeter blocks, which he's able to do for a big gain.
After the first play, they're very close to midfield already. Movement here from the tight end. And then first down, right back to the running game.
This defense has got to play better up front, in particular on first down. This offense continues to just gain yards on first down, churning out 4, 5, 6 yards, and staying out of obvious passing situations. This defensive line has got to start winning their one-on-one blocks up front.
Again, makes it second and medium. There's the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Stopping the run is about being sound fundamentally and schematically. You got to be where you're supposed to be in your gap, but then you got to fight. And this defense is fighting off blocks, making tackles. They're doing a really nice job.
Big moment on the opening drive. They face third down. Dropping back, it's Washington. Looking for the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Moves the ball to the 28. It'll be first down.
And there's that connection that we've been expecting to see. That's something on film that really showed up, is this timing of the quarterback and wide receiver. And they haven't really established it yet today until here on third down. That's a good job. Maybe it gets them going here a little bit for the future.
On first and 10, looking to throw. Caught quickly. And they bring them down quickly, but that's a solid gain on the short throw. The 5-yard gain is a win on first down. Sets up now second and 5. Ball handed off. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
These are the type of run plays that can build into future success. I know it doesn't look like much, right? It's second down, you move the chains, that's all great. But that's the exact type of run that you can play off of later in the game, get to play action pass, and get those safeties down near the line of scrimmage.
And the wideout goes in motion. Quarterback will throw it off the run-pass option. He stopped right at the line and sure tackling.
Well, this defense told us they were going to be ready for these completions at or near the line of scrimmage, and that was going to be a big part of their plan, and you can see that paying off here. Good pursuit, good job tackling in space, and that's a completion for no gain.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. Tackled after a 3-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 7.
Oh, that's a really good job by the defense. Being gap sound, there's nowhere to go for this running back because of the fundamental football being played on the opposite side. This defense is where they need to be, and then they're making the tackle. Really good job defensively.
To throw, it's Washington. Oh, the pocket collapsing. He's got it right near the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland. They strike first in this national title bout. A tremendous start for this offense, right down the field, into the end zone, handling the moment, executing in this national championship game. And both coaches told us the importance of a start in this big game.
Well, you can't have a better start than you had right there. And we talk about momentum all the time. We talk about rhythm all the time. There is no better way to establish both of those than an early score. Terrific job of game planning and then execution by this group to stick it in the end zone early in this game.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. The Mustangs offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. What an opportunity for this team. They're trying to skip some steps and go from all the way out of the bracket a year ago, now on the brink of perhaps winning a national championship.
Well, Chris, as you know, and we've been around this group, it's the leadership on this group. These leaders are so strong, and they've been singularly focused, and now they've got their opportunity. This is what they have wanted, and now's their chance. Go out and execute and win a championship. Well, this is exactly what you need to do on first down, is continue to stay on schedule and keep your quarterback out of those long yardage passing situations. The run game is doing a good job, and you got to give the credit to the offensive line. Continue to churn yards on first.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Quarterback looking to scramble. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
When you talk with quarterbacks, and in particular quarterback coaches, coordinators, play callers, they'll tell you that the mark of a great player at this position is a guy that can pick up 2 to 4 first downs with his legs. Sometimes it's not always going to be a quarterback run designed by the play, but the ability to improvise, get on the outside, and move those chains. What a beautiful job.
Running back grabs it on the screen. He's got some space. Look out. And he goes out right near the 45-yard line.
Well, it's another first down on this series, and they're doing a great job. This quarterback continues to see the defense really well and get the ball out on time. Now, once you're in the scoring area, you just can't take a sack and don't force the ball down the field.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Looking to pass. It's Jennings. He lets it go on the move. He's got it with room to run. He goes out of bounds, spotted just short of the 20. Maryland has the lead now. We've reached the end of one in this battle for the national championship. Before moving on, let's check out the stats so far. All right, let's get back to the action. Getting closer to finding out who will be celebrating here tonight. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Singleton. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. And the Mustangs are in the red zone. Grab behind the line. It's Smith. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. So they get a big gain by feeding the speedy wide receiver, Joel. They told us they were going to do this. It makes sense. Get him the ball however you can.
Well, I really love that they're doing it with the RPO because that puts the defense in conflict, and then you can utilize that speed, and he's got more space to operate. The only thing the quarterback's got to make sure of, Chris, is delivering an
touchdown, Mustangs, as they answer with their first score of this title game. So this offense responds after falling behind. A satisfying drive, but also a relief, Joel. They get in the end zone. They match the earlier score from their opponent. and now they can feel better about things.
Way better about things. You don't want to go down multiple scores, in particular in a championship environment. Great job executing by this group. And now if I'm the offensive coordinator, I look at that drive and I ask myself, what's working? How can I attack this defense moving forward? Take the success that you've already had and replicate that in later drives.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. And there's the point after. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The Maryland offense is back out on the field now. Keeping it on the ground here. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Well, now this defense is in a perfect situation. You're creating an obvious passing situation for the offense, and you can get these pass rushers going. Get them out on the edge, let them get after the quarterback, and create havoc in the backfield.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Fleming. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the 1st down.
Man, my favorite thing about corners is when they're aggressive and they tackle well. This is just an easy hitch on the outside. It's man coverage, and so this corner is on an island. If he doesn't make this tackle, it's going to be a big gain, and he steps up and does it beautifully. This guy is always willing to stick his nose in there for the tackle.
Here's a quick throw off the play fake. And the Terrapins pick up enough for a 1st down here.
Well, this is why 1st and 2nd down success is so critical. You give yourself a 3rd and short, and now you can throw it or run it. And a lot of us thought they were going to run it here, but you can still put this ball in the air, and the quarterback is able to get a nice completion, and they're able to move the chains.
Now they'll run a draw play. He's past the marker and still going. That gain is good enough for a 1st down. Ball spotted at the 42.
This is one of those plays that doesn't look like it should be tough to defend, but it always ends up being tough to defend. The linebackers have to get back into their pass sets. If it's sold correctly on the offensive side, it puts a lot of pressure on that 2nd level, and here they're just not able to react and get back into those run fits.
QB decides to keep it here. Had an opening here. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39.
Really good play call here offensively. They're going to go with this read option, so they're going to read the in-man on the line of scrimmage. And as he crashes down towards the back, the quarterback just keeps it. What I love about it is his athleticism on the outside. You can see that he's got some skill and some speed, and he's able to pick up a really nice gain here.
The Terrapins will have 1st and 10 here. Looking to pass. It's Washington. Caught over the middle. It's Webb. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Four-yard gain makes it 2nd down and 6 now. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. The receiver grabs it. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down.
And there you go. That's a nice completion by this quarterback, and he's able to move the chains here on this series. This quarterback just needs to continue to do this, find the open man, and hit him with the accurate pass.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
It looks to me like this quarterback is really struggling seeing the defense. This is just zone defense, and you can tell he's not very comfortable, and he's sitting in the pocket. He doesn't understand where his eyes should start and where he should go with the football, and because of that, the indecision leads to a sack. He really needs to start locating the safety right at the snap to understand the coverage that he sees.
At first down, sack a surprise and moves him back into fringe field goal range. Looking to do on 2nd and long. Grab down the middle. It's Williams. And a timeout now taken by the Terrapins. That's their first. They have 2 more to work with before halftime.
The key to this concept is the tight end running through the middle of the defense. That's what clears out the middle of the field. So as the quarterback is finding the back out of the backfield on the angle route, watch out for the tight end right down the middle later in the game.
Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4.
These are the opportunities you just cannot let slip away. You got 1st and goal inside the 5. Chris, this is their chance to punch it in here and really gain some momentum in this game.
And the Terrapins line it up with 1st and goal. Back to throw. It's Washington. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins. Caught in the end zone. They throw for the score.
That is exactly what the doctor ordered in this situation. Tight ball game, and they drive the length of the field. Great execution from everyone on the offensive side to go all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point makes the lead 14-7. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Return begins inside the 10. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Hot over the middle. It's Cooper. The Mustangs call a timeout now. That'll be their first. They have 2 more to work with before halftime. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Locates the tight end. It's complete. And SMU will spend their 2nd time out here. They still have 1 more in their pocket for the rest of the half. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Trying to create here on the move. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
Really good timing from this secondary. The contact arrives right when the ball arrives, and it's able to dislodge it. Great job from them. Incomplete pass.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Back to pass. It's Jennings. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Last completion gets him near the marker. It'll be 3rd down and inches. Looking deep down the right side. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Just get the sense that he's forcing the football down the field. That's a tight window throw, and he's trying to fit it in there, and it gets easily batted away. Needs to allow the offense to work for him and take what the defense gives him.
This will likely be the last play of the half. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Back-to-back deep shots. And it's incomplete. They tried a desperation pass there as time runs out in the first half.
Chris, the battle for the most coveted trophy in all of college football has been fierce. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, 3rd down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
The Terrapins will kick this away to get the second half going. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Oh, and he's got some space here. They bring him down, but that's good work by the return team. He found a lane, and so this drive's going to start with decent field position. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
I've always been a big believer that you build defenses front to back and inside out. There is nowhere to go in the middle of this field right now. They're doing a great job of not allowing that offensive line to gain traction at the line of scrimmage. It's a beautiful stop right there. Really nowhere to go in the middle.
Scanning the field, it's Jennings. The sure hands, it's Singleton. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. So 3rd and inches now after the pass play. We'll see if they can convert this third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Grab down the middle. It's Smith. That's enough to move the sticks and give him a first down at the 41.
I like the decisive decision from the quarterback there. He saw zone defense, got to his completion right away, and moved the chains.
The Mustangs getting set on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And the quarterback finds an open target on the crossing route. They bring him down, but that game moves the ball all the way to the 31.
Chris, these are so difficult to defend, and the reason is that tight end is normally so involved in the run blocking. So when you put a play-action fake out there, there is conflict on the defense. That defender who's responsible for the tight end and pass coverage also has run responsibility. That's what allows the tight end to be open, and now you just have to hit him with an accurate ball. Beautiful job by this offense, and again, one of those concepts as a quarterback I absolutely love.
And the Mustangs look to keep this drive moving. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, the key to third down success is being good on first down. And here the defense does a great job on first down of bowing up and stopping the run. And that's the key to this thing. If you can create long yardage situations, now they have to throw the football, and that pass rush can start getting after it.
Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. To the air, it's Jennings. Deep shot toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
It's just a bad mistake, Chris. To start the second half, you want to put together a drive, go down and get points. The coaches talk about the middle 8, last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes in the second half as a period that they have to win. This is a huge setback for them.
Here comes the Maryland offense back on the field. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
That's a good find by the quarterback. These early first downs within the series, they're so important to establish momentum. And now you've got to take that momentum and carry it with you. Try to get this ball down the field and go get points on this series.
The drive stays alive with that first down completion. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain.
That's a good find by this quarterback to move the chains and create another first down. And now you got to keep this momentum going. Take this ball and try to move it all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
These run plays don't look like much, but I'm telling you, they are vital to keep them on schedule, create those short yardage second and third down opportunities.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. That's reeled in. It's Williams. They'll drop him right there for no gain. That's great defense.
You're trying to get the ball out quickly at or near the line of scrimmage, and you're just hoping that you can find a seam and that the defense won't pursue and tackle well in space. But this playmaker on the outside not able to get loose. That's a good job by the defense and no gain for the offense.
Back to pass. It's Washington. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. They pick up enough for the first down. Football goes to the 45.
Well, this is a great job by this offense of just taking what the defense is going to give. If there's off coverage, just throw that out route right underneath the corner, and it's an easy pitch and catch for a first down.
Maryland has the lead now. We've reached the end of the third quarter in this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. Before the final period, let's check out the game stats. As we head to the final quarter of this showdown, we're going to find out who can really make the plays when it counts the most. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They open the fourth by going to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Webb. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. The offense has done well to choose some clock here. Now they'll come up on second down. Looking for some space. It's Williams. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
I know it doesn't look like much, but I really like that play. Chris, first of all, you're getting yourself in a more manageable third down situation, and the entire point of this thing is to move the chains. So creating this situation is not bad for the offense.
Here we go. Seventh play of this drive in the championship game. Third down and short. He's got space. They make the tackle, but the offense now set up for the first down at the 21.
Chris, there are some players that when they have the ball in their hands, they just hate to be tackled. And that's this guy. He's always fighting for extra yardage, and here he's able to get 2, 3, 4, 5 extra yards after contact.
And the Terrapins have first and 10 here. Off the RPO, caught to the right. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Receiver in motion now. Caught behind the line. It's Webb. Stop for no gain. Excellent tackle. Championship game, 10th play of the drive coming up. They face third down and short. Can he make it to the marker? That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. The Mustangs call a timeout now. That'll be their first. They still have 2 more to work with here in the final quarter. Rolling the dice a bit, up one possession and going for it on fourth down. Trying to find room. It's Smith. On a tackle made, but it's enough for a first down. And SMU will spend their second timeout here. They've got one more timeout to use now. The Terrapins looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal. Leaning on the run game here late. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. Now the Mustangs will use their third and final timeout. They have to navigate the rest of the way without being able to use a timeout. Offense facing second and goal. Tight end goes in motion. Quarterback keeps the football. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
They're in a really good position here offensively. A field goal makes it a 2-possession game. Now it's about taking as much time off this clock as you possibly can. Love running the football in this next play. I don't even think that they need to score. If it's open, go down, kick the field goal, take the 2 possessions, and drain the clock as much as you can.
After this long drive, you'd hate to settle for a field goal. Can they find the end zone? In third and goal, they'll try to run it in. Powers to the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland. That could be the touchdown that seals it. This offense went right down the field, and a desperate defense Joe had no answer for him.
Chris, what we just saw was the definition of a championship drive. They did such a good job converting on third down, moving the ball down the field, and now ultimately in the end zone and really capping off what is a national championship season.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Looking to throw. It's Jennings. Fires it to the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Man, seeing a passing game in rhythm is so fun to watch. And here, this quarterback is clearly in rhythm, playing with a lot of confidence. And he gets this ball all the way down the field. It's a nice play by the wide receiver. It's just great execution all the way around.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Caught! He's wide open. Look out. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. And the quarterback features the wide receiver. Has been one of the few bright spots for this offense today. Joe, can he make a play to make up this deficit?
Well, I think he might have to, Chris, because as you suggested, there just isn't much going right for this offense at this point, other than the matchup you've got on the outside. He's creating space. He's been reliable with his hands. That's where you can move the football. You might as well sit right there because that's what's working. Well, Chris, this defense is going to have to change something up. The quarterback is way too comfortable. These wide receivers are winning on the outside. This passing game is in rhythm, so the defense has got to change. Whether it's coverage and or blitz, do something different.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Looking for 6. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Chris, I always feel like a good tight end is your best friend in this position on the field. You're in the red zone. You've got the matchup that you want with your tight end, but here's the deal. He's got to make that catch. That's a good throw. It's on target. That ball has got to be hauled in.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. He escapes the pocket. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
A play like that can be so frustrating for a defense because, Chris, it's such a good play by the quarterback. He's able to get what he can get, create a more manageable down and distance, and he gets down and avoids the big hit. As a defense, you would at least love to get a big hit on him outside of the pocket, but they're unable to do so.
Back to throw. It's Jennings. Touchdown, SMU. A huge play here in the ultimate game. The Mustangs answer back.
What an asset to have as a quarterback is the speed to get loose on the outside. When the field shrinks here in the red zone, you've got to understand that playing on time, throwing into tight windows, that can be difficult. But when you can also use your legs, that opens up some space for the offense. And here the quarterback finds it and gets himself into the end zone.
The offense still out there. They're going for 2 here. The pre-snap motion from the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's not going to get there. The 2-point try fails. They can't cut into this deficit any further. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. On the hands team all over that to make the recovery. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. And that knee should do it. We have our national champions. What an enormous achievement. National champions with a perfect record. That has been rare in the history of this sport, especially in the playoff era. Joel, think about that. What it took to get here. Never to stumble. Always to answer the challenge.
And Chris, it's never been harder in this era because of the 9 games in the conference schedule, the conference championship game. You've got to go through the entirety of the college football playoff. To achieve this, it's almost unprecedented. We've seen a couple of teams come close. We saw Indiana a few years. They were able to get it done. But my goodness, what a year for this group and this coaching staff. This is a team that all of college football will remember for a long time.
And that will wrap up our coverage. Hope you enjoyed the game. For Joel Klatt and Holly Rowe, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.